Hi, this is Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. This is another province battle on the global map for Clan Wars, and we're up against LEM0N clan. So we are following Fury in his chieftain, and we'll go through the tactics used and results. So it looks like the heavies are going to the K line. Obviously the scouts are going out. We've got 3 EBRs on our side. Again, fog of war, so you can't tell what the enemy has in terms of types of vehicles and disposition. But we'd expect they'd have, on this map, they'd have a number of EBRs. So already 2 pop up. In fact, 3. So it looks like 3 EBRs, and potentially there's going to be 1 or 2 arties. I can't tell you if this was a defense or an attack, as in who the holder is, but nonetheless, the winner becomes the owner of the province. So heavies are continuing to push, and they don't seem to be stopping. So it looks like this is a hard push. There's tanks spread out to create a sort of a protective barrier in case there's a push on the other side. But it looks like there's a big commit to this push here. So you can see that's 277 in the Dry River, Chieftain on Overwatch there, and a Super Conk on Overwatch on the base. So the tanks in the north are not spotted anymore. The EBR up there is continuing to scout. And in fact, we'll just zoom out to give a slightly better view of the tank movements there. So there are chieftains up here in the north and Object 279E on the other side. And so the task is to continue to put some damage in. Bosnich took a hit there. Looks like the EBRs collided together and just do a little bit of track damage or wheel damage to each other. It's a bit unfortunate, but the tanks are moving up on this collection here. So again, one of the principles of Clan Wars is overmatch. If you can get your tanks in the right position without worrying about crossfire, and you can exceed the number of tanks on the other side near you, then there's a good chance that you will overmatch them, and if you land your shots and basically overwhelm that particular location, take out that whole number of guns without losing the same number of tanks. That's the principle that they're trying to follow here. So Fury's got 1 shot in. They're already 2 tanks down, having lost 1 EBR and 1 chieftain. So they'll just continue this to basically try and murder the opposition there. Fury takes a hit there from a 907 which bounces off, and he's there in the distance. Will he get a return shot in? Let's have a look. Yes, he does, but let's just zoom out and show where the tanks are. So basically they've pushed into this hill there at F1 and pushing the tanks back there. From there you can get shots down, but you're not completely protected, so it's not a real hard defense point unless typically you're defending from a vision perspective, but because the tanks are so close, you're not really getting a lot of protection. Nonetheless, taking their opportunities and taking tanks out of the game. So they are now 3 tanks up. They're getting a good advantage here, and the tanks are moving around to clean up these 2 tanks here, that Object 279 and the 907. So again, there's a bit of crossfire coming in. LEM0N have got their other tanks on the hills surrounding, so they're getting the opportunity to shoot in, but they're keeping up their advantage here. So now 5 tanks up. Now this is almost a foregone conclusion at this point in a Clan Wars battle, with the caller basically directing where tanks go. So okay, so then they've got 3 tanks on cap. Now this could just be a tactic to bring the LEM0N tanks back towards the cap area and put them under the fire of the guns. But it's also a tactic to say, all right, well, we can win by capping. There's no point losing more tanks. But we'll just see whether that continues. Now they're continuing with 3 tanks on cap. It's getting down to 10 seconds, and obviously it counts down pretty quickly when you're doing this. Now, so this is normally often used when the enemy are a long way away from cap and you're not going to get any battle out of it, but okay, it looks like they've called that off and they're not getting any result out of that particular tactic, so they're now just basically hunting. So trading tanks a little bit here, but still 6 tanks up. The artillery haven't been spotted yet, so that will be part of the hunt. And there's a CS63 which is spotted down in the dry river, and he's putting up a good fight. Okay, so one of the arties has been spotted. Fury gets a hit on him, and let's see whether any further arties. Now they've got 2 tanks on cap again, and this is probably just in case we don't find all the tanks, but there's plenty of time left in the game. There's 9.5 minutes left, so shouldn't be an issue in terms of capping. It'd be more likely that they will wipe the map from all the enemy tanks. Now the CS63 is doing a solid defense there. He's managed to kill a chieftain who was pushing on him, and there's now another chieftain firing on him. Fury's spotted the Conch GC on the other side, and he goes down. So there's just this remaining CS63, and looks like the guys on cap are getting bored and going on and off cap to get the bells ringing. So now just closing in on this CS63 as the last tank standing. Again, he's doing a great job there. Let's see if Fury can hold his tank together as he falls off the hill. Takes a bit of damage, but he's got plenty of hit points left. But Greta manages to finish off Sedge. And then Fury gives him a nice welcome to the end of the battle. Alright, good job boys.